Hey, what's going on everyone? Marlon here with GMS, and we're gonna take a look at some products to consider when you're using a sticker or magnet or decal application on a vehicle. So let's go ahead and check them out. Alrighty, so you'll notice the range on the table. We have a variety of products to look through, some common mistakes that people make. Number one, let's take a look at stickers. Usually the cheapest option, but it can end up costing you a lot more. These stickers are low cost, high impact, that's it's said in the industry, but you really only want to use them what they're intended for. Books, binders, etc. Okay, the film on these is really thin. It's really easy to rip this up, and this will not survive even a single car wash. Here in Vegas, the heat is too intense. This will not do. So let's take a look at your second option here. These are more durable stickers. You'll notice they even have an extra coat on them, a little more glistening. However, still not up to par for usage for a vehicle. You can get away with it, right? It may even survive like one car wash, but again, for harsh terrains where it rains a lot or the sun is intense, this will not cut it. So you're gonna wanna go for a much more thicker style sticker, something more robust. You can tell quality-wise whether or not it's good. If you just take one of these and you try to rip them, if it rips really easy, well, there you have it. It's not good enough material to use. Okay, now let's take a look at the last option. Okay, now usually size goes hand in hand with the strength of it, but not necessarily. This is made for exactly what you're looking for. If you want to apply this on a vehicle, you'll notice much more glossy, so it's more resilient. If you can even see, the paper thickness is stronger. You do want to get something of a significant size so that it still has that impact. Even if it fades away, you can still tell what it is. Again, you're in a vehicle, you want to make sure it's large enough to be seen at a distance. Okay, so for our next option here, we're going to take a look at magnets. Now, number one, stay away from fridge magnets. I know when you put them on the fridge, they're firm, they stay flat, but in any other scenario where you keep on reusing them, they're going to start to fold very ugly. They're not going to be resistant enough, and in some cases, they just won't stick onto the car well at all. So again, this is a very pretty aesthetic thing, but it won't do the job for an outdoor vehicle. So we're gonna take a look at these. I'm actually gonna sample these on a vehicle, so we're gonna cut to that video. All right, y'all, so we're gonna do a little test on the importance of getting the right thickness for your magnet, especially when it's a car magnet and it's gonna be out here in beautiful Las Vegas heat. You could easily risk getting some residue of the magnet melting onto your car, or just have it straight up flop out, lose its stickiness, and eventually fall out. If you see this is a 35 mil. This is not the recommended thickness for a magnet. As you can tell, it's really easy to make it come off and easily slip off, right? Especially if you have gust or dusty situations. This is just simply not a good alternative. Comes off real easy. Okay, so what you're gonna want to use is more of a 55 mil. Okay, so let's introduce 55 mil. Have that stick on here. You'll notice thicker, obviously, and it's a little more difficult to come off. You'll notice that they come in less shiny colors. Usually they're more matte placement. They're a lot firmer, harder to bend over, but still, this isn't the right material made out of the magnet to be able to have that holding power. This is indoor, so just to be extra safe, especially in this heat. You could probably get away with it in another type of more mild climate, but in Las Vegas, only the thickest and most durable material is going to cut it. So let me show you an outdoor safe. This is safe for rainy places and extreme heat, such forth. Really strong options are going to be having a cutout frame, something fun like this. Again, the same rules that would apply to a regular magnet, such as the thickness that we looked at. That's going to be what you want to consider. Again, this is going to be a much more costly alternative, simply because if you need it to be car quality, it has to be of a certain thickness. So you're kind of paying for two things, the cut and the thickness. Okay, now our very last option, this is something a little more premium. It gives off a different vibe when you're using this. This is gonna be more of a plastic texture thing. You'll notice here, it's really nice, it's thick, it has that metallic film that sticks on the bottom. So this is something that is more of a one-time use. You really gotta make sure that the placement is there and that you're set and you're satisfied with it. But obviously something of this quality is gonna last you a lot longer. So those are some things to consider. You always wanna consider volume as well. Are you giving these out to every single client? Are you giving these out for free as some kind of promotion? Or do you really only wanna narrow these down to your top specialty clients? So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Have a great day.